David, Daniels. I'm a sergeant with the Public Information Office. At 10:28, officers responded to 3317 Northland Drive, the Chase Bank, in reference to a bank robbery that just occurred. At this time, I could advise that a subject entered the bank and passed a note. The teller complied, and the suspect left with an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect who entered the bank is described as a black male, dark complected. He's in his 20s, late 20s to 30s, late 20s to 30s. He stands approximately 5'6" to 5'8". He was last seen wearing a black jacket that had a hood, also gray pants with, or gray sweatpants, black and white tennis shoes, and he also was wearing a faded black rim hat. And this hat was worn, and he had the hoodie on over that hat. He was also wearing sunglasses. The subject left the bank and left running northbound on Highland Hills Drive. If anyone witnessed this bank robbery or witnessed the individual in the area, they need to please notify the robbery hotline, and that is 512-974-5092. Again, 512-974-5092. They can also contact Crime Stoppers, which is 512-472-TIPS. That's 512-472-8477. Do you have any questions?
No one inside was hurt.
There were no injuries. This is bank robbery number 4 for this year.
Is this related to the one yesterday?
At this time, it's unknown.
So we're only just over 3 weeks into the year. Does that number seem high for?
You know, bank robberies, it's a hit and miss, so it would be unfair for me to say that it's high. It's just, they happen when they happen.
Did he display any weapon or anything like that?
No, sir. No weapon was seen. He just displayed a note.
Is that the reason why the chopper was flying around, hovering around?
Yes. Anytime we have any critical incident and Air 1 is available, they will assist ground units if possible. Yes, so Highland Hills runs right off of Balcones, and he was last seen in that area off of Highland Hills running northbound on Highland Hills.
Are you still currently looking for him?
I'm sure ground units are in the area. I don't know if Air 1 is still up.
Approximately how much time from the moment the suspect opened the bank to leaving elapsed? How much time was it?
Say that again?
The number of minutes that he was in there from the moment he walked in to walked out. Do you know that?
I don't know the time. It was fairly quick.
What do you make of 2 robberies kind of both happening at the same, in the morning at Chase Bank in 2 days?
Again, bank robberies happen. You know, unfortunately, people do desperate things. All I can say is that's not the route to go. We were blessed that nobody was hurt, and that's the way hopefully everything works out. But no one's going to get away robbing a bank.
Any advice for people in the bank at the time that a robbery goes down? What do's and don'ts?
Well, most of the time, the individual who goes in doesn't acknowledge everybody else in the bank. So sometimes people don't know what's going on. So they probably didn't think twice.
But is advised to do not to engage the suspect?
Absolutely. If they do observe the incident, yes, do not engage a suspect who's robbing a bank, because you don't know if he's armed or not, and there's no reason to get hurt over trying to help out the police. The key thing for the police is individuals contacting us immediately, and if you're able to see which way this individual left, if you saw him get into a vehicle, ascertain a license plate and phone that in. That's important information for us.
Is it possible to get a screenshot of the suspect?
I'm sorry?
Is it possible to get a screenshot from the camera soon?
Yes. Once the detectives inside are okay, I'm just watching this car. Once the detectives finish processing the scene, they'll get it to us and we'll email it. Yes.
Oh, so there are photos.
Yes, absolutely.
Are we still looking for the suspect yesterday?
We are always looking for suspects in bank robberies. Always. Never stops. It's a federal offense, so FBI gets involved.
In the age of like social media, like if you see a bank robbery, kind of going back to what Andrew was asking about, if you see a bank robbery, it's recommended that you maybe don't try to pull out your cell phone and maybe antagonize the guy.
Yeah. Never engage somebody who's robbing a bank. That's a no-no. So again, if the individual is left and you're able to, gather information without this individual knowing, then do so. But never put yourself in harm's way of getting hurt. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's hit stop.